Between chalk dust and crushed dreams. My name doesn't matter as much as what I've seen. I've been a teacher for 11 years now, guiding young minds towards India's toughest and most transformative examination, the civil services. 11 years is a long time, long enough to see boys become bureaucrats, girls become governors, but also dreams dissolve, hopes sold, souls broken. I want to talk to you today, not as a teacher, but as someone who has walked through the battlefield of your ambition. When a student would walk into my class for the first time, I wouldn't just see a student, I would see a story. A father who sold his orchard to pay the first installment. A mother who stays up late, praying in whispers, hoping her daughter clears prelims. A young man from Kupwara who has never left his town, now navigating Delhi's dust and disappointment. Every student is a poem, half written, hoping the last line says IAS. What teaching has taught me over the years, I have taught lakhs of students, but I have learned from them more. I have learned that intelligence isn't rare, but direction is. The hard work doesn't always win, but persistence with humility often does. I have learned that failure is not the end, it's a comma, unless someone convinces you it's a full stop. Let's talk about the beast in the room, coaching institutes. Today, education has been packaged, priced, and politicized. It's no longer a temple, it's a mall. And Kashmir, sadly, is the latest aisle in this hype market of hope. 90-day crash course, guaranteed success, rupees 1.5 lakh for mentorship, direct from Delhi's faculty. But who are these faculty? A few failed attempts, some PDFs downloaded from Telegram, and a voice that mimics Delhi's teachers but lacks soul, depth, and discipline. Let me tell you about Fayaz, bright, curious from Anantnag. He sold his bike, took a loan, joined a coaching institute in Srinagar. What he got was PowerPoint slides, recycled content, and a fake promise of mock interviews arranged by an ex IAS officers who never ever visited. 2 years later, he works at a call center now. He still calls me sometimes. So, was I the fool or was the dream? And I have no honest answer. I have cried more than once, not because my students failed, but because they were lived and lied to, trained not to think but to memorize, not to understand governance but to worship authority. I once had a student, Saifa, brilliant in ethics. One day she broke down in class. Sir, they say I'm wasting time. They say girls don't become DCs in Kashmir. Today she is posted in UK. But she made it despite the system, not because of it. To the student community, I want you to hear this carefully. You're not a customer. You're not a market. You are a seeker, a builder, a future administrator. Start questioning your mentors. If they only talk marks and material but never of meaning, leave. Build study circles, not telegram echo chambers. Discuss current affairs, not just cut-offs. Revise together, debate, disagree, learn with each other, not against each other. Some coaching institutes in Kashmir have become degree mills, except that they don't even give a degree. They sell hope with a registration form. They hire anyone who can speak English with confidence but no clarity. The result? 6-hour classes, 10-page handout, 15,000 rupees a month, zero growth, and worst of all, they destroy self worth. They tell students it's your fault you failed, when in truth, it's their fault for never teaching. Education was never supposed to be this. In my first year as a teacher, I told my students, if I make you feel smaller, walk out. If I ever trade truth for tricks, stop trusting me. A real teacher isn't one who helps you crack a test. A real teacher cracks open your mind. And students aren't failures if they don't clear UPSC, NEET, or any other exam. They're failures only if they let this toxic system convince them they are unworthy. Here are final thoughts for you, to every student listening. You're not alone. You're not foolish for dreaming. But be careful whom you trust with that dream. Read more, think deeply, avoid shortcuts, and never let a price tag determine your potential. And to the coaching mafia, remember, if you break one dream for money, you may survive a year, but you will never be remembered in the stories that change nations. As for me, I'll keep teaching, one mind at a time, one truth at a time. Because no matter how dark the classroom gets, if even one student walks out enlightened, that's revolution enough for me. Like, share, and subscribe.